All right, man. It is Friday night. It is time for another Skull Bro show. It is also the beginning of October. We're going to be kicking off our sober Halloween horror movie tonight. We'll be watching House of a Thousand Corpses. How are you doing, my friend? How was your week?
Same as always, work home, stuff shit like that.
So nothing out of the ordinary.
No, except the ghost that came in my house last night. No, I'm only kidding. I did hear some retard this week did tell me a stupid ghost story. This guy who works with us, and I knew it wasn't true. So I just like, oh really? Yeah,
You don't say.
yeah. He tried to say that his dog came down his stairs. His dog that he had when he was 7 years old. Like, come on, no way, pal.
Oh yeah, Digby, right? It's dog Digby that died, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like this guy. He's not all right. I don't know the guy that well, so I don't know if he's known to be a bullshit artist or nothing. But he actually told a bunch of us that his dog walked downstairs and disappeared. I was like, get out of here. I didn't say it. I was like, oh wow. But to my friend, I was like, he's full of shit.
Well, whatever you do, if he tells you need to narc on your friends, don't do it.
What's up, Danielle Lunati? Yeah, some people come up with crazy stuff. I don't know why he felt he needed to tell us about this ghost story of little Kippy or whatever the dog's name was. Pippy, Kippy, I don't know. Samsung cat.
Yeah, that's weird, bro. Well, I'll let you say hi to. You're normally the one that does the rundown. So I'll let you say hi to everybody that's coming in right now before we get back to it.
Yeah, National Jones, what's going on, Mike? How's it going, everybody? How was your week? Pretty good. The mailman, Nick Co-Train. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that P. Diddy guy for a minute too. We got
yeah.
I knew it was gonna get a long time, and I bet you a lot of those people in Hollywood are really scared. The ones that like the bodyguards and these people that went against him, because he might not hurt them or try to hunt them, but he's probably going to definitely hurt their careers in the future.
It's entirely possible. Sure. Yeah. I mean, there's still people that owe him favors, right? In the world. Let's not be ignorant to that.
The people on the tapes, those videotapes, man. That's a huge, the videotapes that they pulled out of his house had blackmail on just like the Epstein stuff on so many people, many entertainers and stuff.
Yeah, none of that. I mean, I'm still maybe naively, I will admit, but I'm still hopeful that in these next, I think 30 or more other cases that he got. Now, that, mind you, they're civil cases. They're not criminal cases, but they are for underage things. They are for the celebrity things, the people that he caught on tape that supposedly didn't know during these freak offs that were en masse, the house parties you're talking about, right? Because and to your point, and you're right, this made me sick too, like everybody else. None of that stuff came out in this trial, right? This trial was all about a very select handful of women, the most extreme, and I understand that. But like you were saying, when this guy got arrested, they went through all of his houses, all of his properties. They've got all of these blackmail honeypot fucking tapes of mad celebrities and probably senators and mayors and governors and news anchor people, just famous to semi-famous, all these people having drunken drug fucking orgies. And we know this because the FBI went to a lot of these celebrities because they were quote unquote victims, meaning they were caught on tape fucking and they didn't know these tapes existed. So I'm still, again, I admit, possibly naively, but I am still hopeful that some of that stuff will come out in the wash, so to speak, in these next couple dozen of civil cases.
He's got a lot of them coming, right? He's got a lot of civil cases.
A lot of them, yeah.
Now, will they bring him from his jail cell there in court, or will he?
I honestly don't know. I think that that's a really good question, and especially because this could hurt. I just watched a show on this. Depending on the people that end up being involved in each one of these trials, the fact that he got what's a better way to say this? He got charged with a whole lot of shit in this trial he just got done with. And he got found not guilty of some of it and guilty of some of it, right? So that could go one way or the other with some of these civil cases, right? You might have lawyers that go in there and go, oh, they're saying this happened and that happened, but he got found not guilty of this thing and the other thing, right? That might sway certain juries. On the other hand, in certain trials, they might be able to say, hey, listen, this fucking guy got convicted of these 2 counts. He went to prison. The judge acknowledged that he did all of these other crimes and gave him some extra time for it. So we'll see what happens. In either case, I just want a lot of that stuff to at least come out in the wash, you know, like, but we'll see whether or not they bring him physically from the prison to the trial. I mean, probably not, since they're not criminal cases, right? Since they're civil, they probably won't. It'll probably just be whoever his representation.
Yeah, they'll probably have maybe a camera or something or something like that. Put him in the thing, or maybe they'll try him in absentia, whatever that, you know.
Yeah, maybe it's possible. David James says, can he appeal his sentence? Yes, the lawyers said they were going to appeal, but they're stupid to do that because here's the thing. What do I want to start with? I think I'll start with just like I told you before we went live when I was talking to you a little bit about this. I'll just do it that way. So the judge, in a very, very nice professional legalese type of way, told P. Diddy that he was a piece of fucking reprehensible subhuman garbage, that he was fucking a horrific human being, that he did all of that shit to people, that he basically, from the time he woke up in the morning to the time he went to sleep, he did nothing but abuse, accost, and psychologically and emotionally harm people for his own nasty, weird perversions. The judge said, you know, and then he told the lawyers in a nice way that they were fucking idiots, that the defense that they had given him was total and utter horseshit. He was like, bro, you called him a John. You said that, you know, all these things were just like personal. He goes, no. You know, I go back to what I said before. He's like, this motherfucker was not just a John. From the time he went to bed at night, from the time he woke up in the morning, the time he went to bed at night, he was a fucking predator, a disgusting fucking predator. Again, these are my words, but that's basically what the judge said in a nice, cordial, legal type of way in his courtroom. Now, that being said, the defense wanted only 14 months. The judge said, that's ridiculous. It's offensive. It doesn't even come close to, you know, anything that would be like a punishment. He says, on the other end, the prosecution asked for 11 years. He said, I think that was actually a little bit much, considering that the probation office, when they weighed in and did all the points and all that stuff, came up with a number of 7 years. And he goes, now I could, and I would be normally fine with giving him the 7 years. I think he deserves it. I think that that's a fair amount of time. But then he started talking a little bit about Diddy's children. One of them is 5, right? So he was kind of saying that he took some other things into consideration about Diddy's personal life and children and decided to give him 4 instead of the 7 recommended by the probation office. Now, with the 14 months he's already done, that means he's going to be out in like 3 years because it's a federal thing, right? I still think he deserved 10 years minimum. That's where I sit at it, you know, with, I mean,
a 10
my
piece
opinion,
at least.
Yeah, my opinion, of course. But after all, I mean, that was, dude, we heard some of the most horrific, disgusting, violent behavior. And the
predatory behavior.
The things that he did, right, bro, like with all the, I don't really want to get into it, but everybody remembers and you remember, it's like the stuff with like the wiping of the cum on himself, peeing in people's throats while they're basically in tears. And
he got off on torturing women and seeing their pain. He liked that for some reason.
You know, and he loves dick.
Well, usually Ricky Yunes hate women. You know, they usually hate women.
Yeah, the stuff that we heard that he was doing during these I mean, like I said, I think he deserves a minimum of 10 years just on the totality of all of the shit we heard about, from the violence to the level of degeneracy. And then you mix into that drugs, or I mean, deliberate drug use and basically using drugs to like brainwash people or keep control over them, which pairs with my next reasoning, which is the emotional and psychological abuse. It's absolutely horrific. It's disgusting, man. But I hope he either doesn't make it out of prison, or like I said to you, I hope he just moves the fuck out of America when he has 5 years of supervised release when he gets out of prison, right? So he'll do 3 years. He'll have 5 years supervised release. He had a $500,000 fine, which is fucking ridiculous, man. The guy's a billionaire. He should have been. Maybe there's a limit to what they can fine him. I don't know, but they should have like seriously hit him in the pocket. That's how you hurt rich people.
What's up, honey?
You know what I mean? Like either you give them a ridiculous amount of time, like that they didn't expect, and really make them stew on it, or you take a bunch of their money. If you want to hurt a rich guy, you take their fucking money.
Yeah, that's what anybody, even a poor person, you take their last nickel.
Well, yeah, no, of course. I'm just saying those rich people, money is God.
It's their status.
Right. It's like everything to them. It's their status. Yeah, perfect. Right. So like you take that from them and it really fucks them up.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Those are the actions you do stuff like that. There's consequences for acting like that. The way he beat that fucking Cassie girl, what he did to all them people. That dude's nuts, man. He is a real.
Oh, and how he kidnapped the other one. When he broke into fucking Kid Cootie's house and set his fucking car on fire. Okay, so they found him not guilty of arson, so let's leave that alone, even though most 90% of people that speak about it believe he did it and there was enough evidence. But let's just pass it over. The part we do know happened that is 100% accurate, caught on camera, is that P. Diddy kidnapped this woman from her house at gunpoint, took her to fucking Kid Cootie's house saying he was going to kill the guy because he was dating his fucking ex-girlfriend, broke into the guy's house, dismantled his camera system, and then opened his Christmas presents and locked his dog in a bathroom. If
any normal person ever did that, they wouldn't see the light of day. When you got money, I don't care what.
Bro, I know somebody that pushed it.
I don't care how much money you got, how rich you are. I mean, if you got money, you're all set, right? If you got the money and the riches, you will get off. A normal guy ever got hit with these charges, they would have never seen the light of day again. So I don't care what color you are. If you got money, you could be black, white, red, whatever. You get a pass, man. Anybody else, any normal guy got hit with these charges, they'd be fucked.
Bro, just the kidnapping will send you the fuck away. And all I was going to say, I didn't mean to cut you off. All I was going to say is I know people that have been in situations where they didn't even kidnap someone. They literally just like pushed them back into their house and stepped over the threshold. And they got fucking mad years in prison and they charged them with kidnapping.
Yeah, I heard of one guy in my town before. I didn't know him that well, but him and his wife got into a fight and he like wouldn't pull over or let her out of the car. And he got hit with kidnapping.
Dude, they throw that shit around and they will give you fucking time, sir, for that kind of shit. So that's why I say this guy deserved at least 10 years.
If you got money, you'll walk away from almost anything. Almost anything, sadly. Yeah, sadly, you'll walk away from you can get away with almost anything. If you got the money for the lawyers and politician friends and all that.
Yeah, James Jameson says, wait, he opened his Christmas presents early? Guy's an animal. Yeah, dude, listen, imagine how psycho weird you have to be that you've broken into somebody's house and they're not there. You have the girl call the guy on the phone to tell him what's going on and that they need to talk, right? And then they literally open all the Christmas presents under his tree and just leave them open around the house. What the fuck is wrong with that?
That is weird and sick. He had a weird power trip for years, that guy. Know who I feel bad for? The lady who I always say it, the woman who got shot in the face, that black lady in the nightclub. My heart still goes out to her that she got no justice for this shit. She must be disgusted right now. She's seen the dude shoot her in the face.
Yeah, blew her fucking nose off.
How many surgeries that woman went through?
And she's been saying the same thing since she was in the fucking hospital.
How much abuse she took on stalking online. She's gotten and all kinds of crazy shit. And she was.
I can only imagine the kind of symptoms that guy has. That would attack her. Yeah.
Yeah. And that way he went through hell, man. Well, if you got money in America, if you got money and you can do anything. Sadly.
No, it's fucking sick, man. I guess the best that we can do now is really hope that, he gets a lot more years than that in the court of public opinion, right? Like, hopefully most people will back the fuck up off of him and treat him like the monster that he is. Just don't fuck with anything that's got his name on it or that he's attached to. Fuck his music. Fuck him.
Well, he'll probably come out with a huge movie, a documentary when he gets out. My side story.
100, dude. In court, he was talking about how he thinks his story is going to help people, and his story this and his story that, and it was making me fucking
How
ill,
does he think his story is going to help people? Like, dude, you're the predator. Fucking weirdo.
He literally said to the. No, I'm going to paraphrase, but I'll be very close. I don't remember the exact quote, but he said to the judge, he goes, instead of using my behavior to teach me a lesson, why don't we work together and teach the public a lesson about what a second chance can do for a person?
What a nut. Yeah,
right?
Give me a second chance. So next time I can kick Cassie in the throat and choke more people out. Yeah, he's a sick
dude. Is that unfucking believable? This shows you everything you need to know the way this skeezy, worthless fuck works, bro. Him and his fucking lawyers. I hate those people. I hate fucking lawyers, dude. I fucking hate lawyers. They are, now if you're a fucking defense lawyer, I will never trust you. I will at least sit at a dinner table with you, right? If you've never been a prosecutor, I'll at least sit across from you. If you're a prosecutor or have been, I will not fuck with you. You're a cop. You're the worst kind of cop. You've put more people in prison that were fucking innocent than the devil. I want nothing to do with you at all. But these defense lawyers are they're fucking born conning, lying, skeevy, greedy motherfuckers. They will say any fucking lie they have to. They will paint a fucking pedo into a good picture if they're getting paid enough money. Fuck those.
Yeah, for the money they'll look what they try to act like this guy was some hero.
Oh, they're sick. They're sick, bro. Yeah, they just sat up there and said all these women fucking wanted to get their fucking throats peed in, and they wanted to be accosted by 30 different giant wang dudes on a fucking fuck me tour while on mad drugs, while fucking crying from having yeast infections and urinary tract infections. And Diddy saying, fuck you, I don't care, take your medicine and go do your job.
Sick, man. That is really satanic. And he is a narcissist. Good point, Honeybee. That is imagine saying that. Look what they could learn from me.
For sure. Yeah, instead of making a fucking example out of me and the shit that I've done, let's make an example to everybody else about what a second chance can do. It's like, well, here's a fucking gun with one bullet. Show me how you make the world a better place.
Yeah, a second chance. That guy's out of his mind.
It's fucking unbelievable, dude.
I don't care what the judge said about the daughter. His kids are all got money. They're all going to be taken care of, right? Like, maybe it's better if he's not.
All her brothers and sisters are grown. Yeah, to your point. Even a set of twin sisters that are fucking in college.
So it's like, and maybe it's a good thing he's not around his children, right? Because look how look at the sons did.
I couldn't agree with you more. Look what he did to his sons. They're facing these kind of charges on their own.
Like, come on.
You got one of the civil cases to talk about. I know it's gross, and we won't have to get into it, but we got to bring it up, which is there's a charge that him and his sons and spit roasted.
Who would ever even dream of doing sexual shit with their children and
unbelievable? It's fucking makes me want to vomit, man. From both sides. How could you throw a high five to your dad? How could you look your son in the eye?
Yeah, that's some weird.
That's so vomit.
Hollywood is full of degenerates, man. These types, they're so degenerate. It's like that movie Eyed Wide Shut, right? Look at that movie. All the rich elite people having these fucking pervert parties. Sick people, man.
I'll tell you what, bro. If there's fucking, if there's dark entities or demons on Earth, they were at Diddy parties, bro. That's all I can tell you.
Oh yeah, there's a demon in that son of a bitch for sure.
I'm being real, bro. I'm not. I'm just fucking throwing that out there. It's like, man.
Yeah, no.
If them fuckers are real and on Earth, they were at Diddy parties, man. That's how I feel about that. It was so gross and evil, bro.
Yeah, it is. I hope everybody's ready for Halloween. Halloween season's here. Another 28 days. The 31st is
coming up. Yeah, man, we're coming up. It's my favorite month and my favorite holiday of the entire year. already got my Halloween box out, and I'm going to be decorating the house tomorrow. It's going to be all. I get to put up my Halloween tree. I look forward to that shit every year.
Yeah, a lot of people are setting up. They get those big blow things that blow up the ghost. You know,
Yeah, of course, you get all those cool things for your front yard and stuff. Yeah, I don't really do that. I really like to just make the inside of my house really spooky. It's the time of year I get to get away with that. And I usually leave it up until the Christmas decorations go up.
My neighbor has a ghost that stands like 25 feet, 30 feet high in the air.
Awesome.
Man. And it moves because it's got like a air thing in it, and the fucking thing moves. And they're right near the main road. So I was thinking, God forbid that goes out. That's going to land on a car or something. What's up, Mailman Nick? I think it's going to land on a car. But it's pretty cool looking. It's like literally like 25 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's cool, bro.
Kind of those like big ghost, and its head moves and the arms move.
Yeah. No, I just do the Halloween tree every year, and then I put up like a lot of different decorations. I've got like a lot of dead flowers and like, black flowers and bats and zombie heads.
My aunt used to love that. My aunt Dolores, God rest her soul, every year she would make candy apples, and everybody in our neighborhood knew where to go to get the candy apples. And
nice.
She would decorate the yard. Good times. I remember when I used to bring my dog over there to stay with her for Halloween. So she would open the front screen door, and we would take the screen out for her and lock the door. What's up, Cranky? We'd take the screen out and lock the door and leave my dog there, so she would feel comfortable leaving the door. You know what I mean? So she wouldn't worry about somebody like pushing in, mugging her or not.
For sure, of course.
Yeah, and so every Halloween, my dog would spend the night with my aunt and stay over there. It was pretty cool.
Oh, you don't have to feel weird about saying that, Honeybee. I think that's fucking, it's cool, man. Honeybee says, I always feel real bad for those blow-up characters during the day, though, when they're laying flat dead in the front yard. I think that's a rad comment. Don't feel weird about that.
Yeah, they have a lot of those things. Big pumpkins, all kinds of stuff I see.
So I'm looking for that. Plus, we get to do all of our fucking awesome Halloween movies this month.
Yeah. Look at the House of 1,000 Corpses we'll watch.
Yeah, bro. And I think that...
First, I want to say shout out to the Rhode Island Hospital. We've got some people watching us at Rhode Island Hospital tonight. The movie, they're going to be watching the movie, that is.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. Yeah, big shout out to them. All I was going to say is, I know you've seen it. We need to be fair to everybody and give them a warning. I had to do this in the comments today for Mandy. Mandy says, hey, guys, I've never seen a horror movie before. She goes, I've never seen a Freddy movie, a Jason movie, a Halloween movie, nothing like that. And I said, well, listen, this movie is not like that. This movie is super fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
This movie is genuinely fucked up and like psychological. It's genuinely scary if you scare easy. So that's our warning, our Skullbro warning to everyone is, if you don't mind being fucking actually scared and watching like a genuinely dark movie, you need to come watch House of 1,000 Corpses with us tonight. If you're not used to that, you still need to come watch it with us, but you've been warned, so strap in.
And Mandy's never seen the Halloween movie, the first Halloween?
That's what Mandy said.
That movie was a great movie. The very first Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. That was a great movie.
David James says that house must stink. Oh my God. It must be absolutely horrific. Yeah, you just wait. Just wait.
Yeah. The rest of it.
But it is one of my favorite movies of all time. For sure. I even went and I've seen all three, but I think we talked about that. You're not huge on 3, right? You do
I despise 3.
Okay, fair enough.
Shits and giggles, but I despise it so much. I think it's so terrible, lazy, and just a remake of the second one. It was just fucking terrible in my eyes. Baby just overacts like a fucking retard. I hated it.
Fair enough. What about number 2?
Yeah, I like the second one. Yep.
You do like the second one?
Yes, and the first one.
Okay, yes, Co-Train, that's exactly right. Rob Zombie's brother was in the band Power Man 5000, which Rob Zombie basically styled and paid to help make that all happen for him, which I thought was cool.
And I like Rob Zombie in a way, but I remember arguing with these people who hated him, and they made some good points. He actually stole that family off of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4, which the guy Bill Moseley was in. And you said
Yeah.
you haven't seen Part 4. You got to see it. He actually he actually just bit off them. Actually, still a good movie, but he totally bit off.
If that's true, then I'm sure Rob Zombie has probably admitted that or alluded to it in interviews about like how or why he did the story.
Yeah, sure.
Because he's a fucking creative genius. It's like he was one of the people that helped create and design the sets for Pee-wee's Playhouse. Like this guy goes, yeah, and that was when he was in art school in New York. He is the guy's a creative genius, man. Like
really, Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah, he's been involved in a lot of really cool, quirky type shit. So if that's true, I'm sure that he has given them credit. Yeah, I'm sure of it. I'm sure that because I know what you're talking about with like the Firefly family and stuff like that. But I do want to talk about number 3. I love this because you hate it, right?
Oh, okay, so it was just
fair enough. Fair enough. So me and my friends, because we love the first 2. When number 3 came out, they did this special thing where when they put it out in theaters, they did like a double and triple feature type of thing, right? So it was only in theaters for a limited run, like 4 or 5 days. Every day you went, they had a new poster that you got for free. You know, not huge, but like 11 by 17. And I've still got the one for the 3rd movie somewhere in my house. But they gave out a poster each different day. And some days it was just number 3. Some days it was a double feature of 1 and 2. And then some days it was all 3 movies. I went on one of the days where it was all 3.
So you just had to watch all 3 movies?
Yeah, well, we wanted to. That's why we did. We went and we sat and we watched. There was a little intermission in between.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask that. Did they? Yeah, it must have been like an intermission after.
Yeah, there was like a half hour in between each one. Yeah, absolutely. So like we'd go grab a smoke and smoke more weed and shit. You know what I mean? And we'd go back inside. Yeah. No, it was a fun time. It was a really fun time. But anyway, I was just going to tell you, like, I totally understand where you're. I don't disagree with you, I guess is what I'm saying about number 3. I like it though. I don't disagree with you in the fact that like it was overacted.
Yes,
it was a very, very strange story,
and it was so unbelievable. How do they survive? It was like a remake of the second one. They go down and like this Mexican gang member wants to kill them.
Right. So here's the thing. That's why I still really like number 3. I love the way it's styled. I like that they went to Mexico and they had this like crazy lucha libre dude that wore the mask and all that shit, right? Yeah. I loved that kind of almost like almost like a evil satanic 3 Amigos village vibe, right? So I liked, I guess, for like some of the cheese, but I also was in it because it's still got a lot of good slasher in it.
Babies killing people with bow and arrows, and they got machine guns. It's like she never held a bow in her life. It just, it was just terrible.
I respect it, bro. I respect it. I totally get it.
Like I said, the first one, I usually end it when they start walking through the woods. Like at the end when they're going in the.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I usually watch it till that and like shut it off near the end because I don't know after they get out of the house.
Dude, that's one of the best parts though, because they set it up in the beginning and they talk about that guy, how he's been missing and like the legend of him doing experiments and stuff.
Yeah.
That shit's amazing. I even remember I told you I went to a dentist one time and I called him that guy. Says Dr. Satan. Remember? I had to go at like 2 a.m. We were in the middle of nowhere, and this dentist came in, an emergency dentist, and he was fucking, I could smell the alcohol on him. And I was just like, nope. Yeah, from that day on, the shit that he was telling me he was going to do and stuff, and I was just looking at him and smelling this alcohol. I call him Dr. Satan.
Well, I think the beginning of House of Thousand Corpses is very nostalgic, meaning it brings you. It's a great throwback to how Halloween was and stuff. I really like the beginning parts of it were just really, really good. Like the whole.
Yeah, and you and I have like the same favorite part, which is when she does the song.
That's hilarious. I thought that was fucking epic. Yeah.
Oh, and it's so cool because it's so old timey with like the moving board kind of shit. Like when they used to do water, they would just have these boards that went up and down. we've talked about it.
she
We
was a
both
big
love
Betty
that
Boop
shit.
fan.
So it's so cool. It's so cool, and it's so like goth and dark at the same time that it's got that comedy feel, like you're saying. It's cool that you picked that up too, like the comedy
I like
part
when
of it.
she
It's
takes the
very, very
switchblade
cool.
out when the girl pushes her. That's hilarious.
I'll cut your fucking tits off, bitch.
She was like, "Get off my boyfriend."
Yeah, well, we're gonna get into that fucking tonight, man. We're gonna get into that shit tonight. It's gonna be awesome. I'm very, very much looking for. I have been all week. I've been looking forward to watching House of a Thousand Corpses with everybody and kicking off the
that was supposed to come out
Halloween
season,
the fall season.
I remember hearing about that, and it was like it took forever to come out. Like people would say it for years. I'm like, where's this fucking movie this guy's talking about? It took forever for it to come out, but when I seen it, I liked it. My cousin used to repeat that part where the guy walks out of the store, goes, Dr. Satan. My cousin used to always do that.
Yeah.
He loved it.
Yeah, no shit, bro. Me and my friends would do that too. Yeah, I dressed as Otis for Halloween one year.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah. It was cool. I had a friend that went as the fucking clown. It was so funny.
R.I.P. to Joey, man. He used to love that part. He used to always scream that out of nowhere.
Oh, well then, yeah. Rest.
And I also like how they put like old
sure.
70s stuff in it, Planet of the Apes, all kinds of different things. I thought it was cool. There's Mandy right there. Mandy, never seen Halloween Part 1, Mandy? Wow, I'm shocked. Like,
she said she hasn't seen anything scary, bro. She said no scary movies, dude. She said no Freddy, no Jason, no nothing.
Wait, what she said? What did Cranky say about Blair Witch? I never understood that.
I hated it. I did, and I
didn't get
hated
it one bit. Like I didn't understand I thought it was a joke at first, and I thought it was a movie. I couldn't understand it. I watched like 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, I was just screaming at it the whole time I was watching. It's like, what the fuck am I looking at? This is terrible. but again, like everything has an audience, and those guys spent like $10 to make that movie and made millions. Wow. So good for them, I say. You know, I just hated the fucking movie. I genuinely.
Yeah, it was about what kids like. Ever hear of that couple that got all high on LSD and they walked out into a snowstorm? They got lost.
I don't think so.
It was on. It happened, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. This teenage couple, they used LSD or something, and they got fucking stuck in a snowstorm and just started walking out of the car and got lost and died.
Holy fuck! Now I remember on Trash on Blast. I remember we saw those people took a bunch of acid and then gave a bunch of acid to their dog. Yeah. Remember that? And they all went out and they were walking across the highway, and the dog was freaking out and almost got run over.
Yeah, anybody that give their dog acid is a disgusting human being.
What's wrong with you?
You don't do that to a poor fucking animal, man. Giving him acid. How about that little prick who shot the freaking donkeys? That still pisses me off with bow and arrows.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah, that's really nice.
That was super fucked up because they did it to a bunch of them. That was just the one that they showed in the picture we were looking at. And that one, it went through its fucking lung. Ugh, god damn.
Yeah, that's twisted, man. Why would you want to hurt some innocent fucking farm animal? That's not hurting nobody.
Yeah, the person should get their fucking legs.
Like, how don't you have any sort of empathy or know how wrong that is, or that like that animal's gonna feel that pain? You son of a bitch! Like,
and the arrow was just stuck in them. They drove off. Right? They were just they do this. They drive up. They fucking shoot these donkeys with the bow and arrow, and then they just drive away.
I guarantee it's teenagers. Guaranteed.
And somebody in here was telling us they lived right near it when we were talking about it. They said they lived in that area, and they were like, it's too easy for them to get away with it. It's desolate out there. Remember they were telling us that? We were saying, well, put up fucking cameras.
Yeah, very desolate out there. They probably drive down there, and you know, they're probably like kids in the sticks, got nothing really to do besides shoot fucking arrows at some donkey. Like, what the fuck, man?
What a fucking thing to do with your life and the time you got, right?
Like, why do that? That's fucking terrible, man. You don't hurt animals. They're innocent.
Don't feed them acid. Don't shoot with arrows.
Imagine feeding your dog acid, man. That's insane.
No, I can't imagine. I remember basically what I said at the time. I was just like, dude, the dog has no frame of reference for what's happening right now, right? They have no concept of what drugs are, what altered states are. All of a sudden, that dog's just going to be super paranoid, ultra scared of everything. The world's gonna start melting around them.
I'm surprised the dog didn't attack.
They're gonna probably lash out and
Yeah, I
attack
know. That's
everything.
what I'm surprised the dog didn't do, right? Remember a few years
Might have been trying to attack cars and shit. You never know. They were out on the highway walking, and the dog was just running around in
that's
traffic.
why. Remember a few Halloweens ago? I don't know if it was 5 years. They had all these around Halloween time. These people would dress up as clowns and go on the highway and wave to people.
And they creep up on neighborhoods.
That's some weird shit. Like, that's not even funny. Who would
Bro, I told you before we did talk about that, and I told you I had to promise my wife that I would just fucking draw my gun on him if that happened, because it was freaking her out that she hates clowns, dude. She thinks they're either fucking freaky killers or pedophiles. I've told you this before, right? And you laughed when I told you that, but it's true. The reason she hates clowns is because she goes, people don't do that job that are normal. I love this about her. It's like, people don't fucking do that job that are normal. Either you're a fucking weird killer and you're in hiding, or you're fucking touching people's dicks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, man. But I think who thinks of becoming a professional clown, right? Like, how does that even happen?
I have no idea.
You know? Like, I think I'm going to be a professional clown when I grow older. Like, what? Like, when do you go to clowns?
Yeah, and I got like, if you have a certificate that says you're a clown, but you went to clown college because like you do the shit like in the air, like the aerobatics and stuff like that, acrobats, right? Or if like you're in the barrel at a fucking when they fuck with the bulls, the bull riding place and stuff. All those people go to clown college. There's different kinds of clowns, but yeah, if you go bozo. Shout out and big points to all my people out there old enough to know what I'm talking about. But if you wear a red nose and you paint your face and do the big shoes, or you do birthday parties,
John Wayne Gacy did that.
No,
for Christ's sake, he was pogo.
Right. Yeah. So I had to promise my wife that I would just draw my pistol on him while she called the police if anybody ever did that.
Well, they would not even just do it in the street. I think they were cutting through yards and doing all, like, they want to scare people, right? Like.
Right. That's what we saw. We saw these pictures and we saw an article about them literally coming up on people on streets and like on their roads in their neighborhoods and just staring at them menacingly or like getting close to them when they were scared. And I was like, no problem. I'll put a pistol in that fucking clown's mouth until the cops get there. Fuck that shit,
there is a clown college. They got the Ivy League. You got Harvard. Then you got the low class clown colleges, right?
Yeah, they do though. They have clown colleges for
That's
sure. Yep.
Funny though. But I think that
Steve-O, that guy's. I think somebody said it in here. Daniel Illuminati said it. Yeah, exactly. Steve-O, those guys that did Jackass. Steve-O is a clown technically. He went to clown.
Oh, all right, yeah, those kind of types who do tricks and all that crazy stuff, magic into that stuff.
That guy staples his balls to his leg. If you want to talk about somebody that was born retarded and half a fanook.
Totally. But you know, that is weird. That was a phenomenon, not a thing about 7 years ago, where these people were standing on the highway. I don't know, like, what would make you do that? I'm going to dress up as a clown. I'm going to go cut through the woods, stand on the highway, and wave at people to hopefully scare people. I don't get that. What do you get out of it?
You're a thrill seeker. I'll say that, bro, because you're just daring people of all kinds. Maybe people just with clown phobias. Maybe people that are scared you're going to R them or try and kill them, right? I mean, you're just daring all these people in the world on a different spectrums that might run you over. They might draw a pistol on you. They might hit you in the face with a baseball bat.
Well, in their defense, they were on the side of the highway. It sounded like the ones I heard of. They weren't like in someone's yard, but it was still weird and stupid. Like, what the hell would you be sitting on the highway for? Trying to like wave to people and stuff and scare people. I didn't understand what would make someone dress up like a clown and cut through the woods.
I'm telling you now, I don't know, but I think you must get off on like adrenaline again, because you're exactly to what you're saying. I'm being on just the side of the road. I totally get. I'm saying you though, Lynn, like you're daring people to run you over, call the fucking cops on you, get out and ask you what your fucking problem. You know what I mean? Like you're just daring for any kind of encounter, really.
If I would have ever came out of my house and seen somebody dressed like, I would have sicked my dog on them in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
some dude in my yard dressed up as a clown.
Yep,
I would have been like, "Get him, boy!" Like that's weird shit.
Super weird shit. Excuse me, fucking smoking this weed's got me coughing a little bit extra tonight.
I actually do. Yeah, I actually do have a marijuana cigarette put away somewhere for later.
Nice. Yeah, I was just hitting my pen a little bit. My pen, I got this new pen that's been just kicking me
Those
in the
little pop
foot.
pens.
Yeah, it's a little hash
Yeah.
oil pen, basically. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had one. I think I ran out of it. I had it for like
Yeah.
4 months. It lasted me like 4
They'll
months.
last you a long time, won't they? Yeah, man.
I had it for like a half a year almost.
Yeah, those things will last you a good long time. That's for sure. Hang on, I'm just getting our. I'm gonna get a couple of these.
Oh wow, really? Woodstock '99. Yeah, Damien went to all them ICP things. He used to go to them. Him and a couple others. I never went. He took me to one show in Worcester one time, though. I did go to him at a show in Worcester to the Twisted people. Twisted. I couldn't understand one word they were fucking saying. But it was amusing to see all the weird characters. Like, it was like, what the fuck? It was weird. People dressed up all crazy. It was
Yeah, well, that's why I always tell you, those are the people, those weird fucking insane clown posse fans. I always say that's where we should put Emmy. He should belong to one of those giant fat women that travels around with them and sleeps in the circus tent, and she should keep him on a chain right next to her stool.
Yeah, they do some weird stuff, man. Those kind of characters, I'll tell you that. They have like a meeting every year, like I don't know if it's on Halloween or when it is, but they have like some kind of get together. What's it called? I forget, but they all get together and have like a carnival or something and all weird shit.
Yeah. Yep. They're fucking weird, dude. They're fucking weird. So you ready for our first article of this evening? You ready to dive into some weird news?
Yeah.
Well, look at the creature in front of you.
Polygamous?
Polygames. Woman busted in thruple tussle.
What?
This is just, I hate to say it, but this is like Idiocracy America right here. This is fully Idiocracy America. So this gross, balding, putrid woman in here in the orange and white striped shirt, the larger picture, she owns a double wide trailer. And she decided to get into a romantic relationship with the two people here on the right who also share a young daughter together.
Who, Muhammad Atta and the other girl?
Yes, indeed. Yes, her shirt is red and white. Yeah, the smaller picture, right. So those two on the right got right. They're together. They have a daughter. They started getting with this just gross liquid ice cream beast. Basically to live in her double wide for free.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Couch surface.
She agrees to be in a three-way couple, permanent, like romantic three-way relationship with these two, but then finds out they're still banging on their own without her. She figures out, obviously, they're just using her for her trailer, and she breaks up with them. They refuse to leave. So they're just living in her house.
Plotting rights, maybe?
Yes, indeed. Basically, that's what they're calling for, right? They're saying, no, we live here now. Fuck you. We'll pay you rent. Plus, they have a daughter.
What? How old's a little kid?
Let me open up the article because I'm still upset. Let me see if
these polygamy people are not polyamorous. They're a bunch of degenerates.
That's gross. I can't even imagine. That is nasty.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Let's see. I'm looking. It says, responding to a 10 p.m. domestic disturbance call, police in Summerfield, Florida, encountered Devin Driscoll. That's this bitch made of liquid ice cream here in the big picture.
Yeah, Devin Driscoll.
She advised she wants her ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend to get kicked out of the house. The residence is a double-wide mobile home that was purchased by the ice cream lady's mother in 2023. So she tells police she was in a polygamous relationship with the two, but has since broken up and wants them out. Their partner, they're 25 and 26. So they're all, the ice cream bitch is 26, and then the fucking Muhammad couple is 25 and 27. It says they have a daughter in common.
Jesus.
It doesn't say how old the daughter is, I don't think. I don't see it here in the article.
No little kid should be brought up in that degenerate lifestyle like that. That's sad.
But apparently he became aggressive with ice cream when she told them to get out. And he put his hands on her, but she's big. She grabbed him by the face and threw him off the stairs of the trailer.
Large Marge.
Oh, Large Marge. Great reference. So, yeah, she grabbed him by the face, threw him off the fucking trailer steps. When the cops got there, he tried to say she started it, but Muhammad's girlfriend backed up Ice Cream and said that's bullshit. He was attacking her. So she stuck up for her. But then Ice Cream says, no, that this bitch jumped in on her too. That's why she's in a jail shirt.
So they all get in fights anyways, end up turning on each other. A bunch of sickos. And they were just using her to sleep at her house for a roof over their heads.
Yeah, so he attacks Ice Cream. Ice Cream throws him down. Then Muhammad's girlfriend jumps on Ice Cream. Ice Cream throws her down too. Cops come. Everybody goes to jail.
Huh. And where's the kid? Taken by the state?
Didn't say. Hopefully one of them on the right has a parent that's worth a shit.
Yeah, grandma or something who cares.
Yeah.
He's worth a shit, like you
said. He's crying, so I'm pretty sure that he's like violating something.
Yeah, probably a probation or something.
Probation or a parole, right? She's smiling because she's like, I'm totally fucking getting out of this. I was at my house. They attacked me. Fuck them, right?
Yeah. Well, and she also, all she really cared about was having some friends over, right? Like a relationship.
This shit's nasty.
Yeah, it is.
What are you thinking? That shit is gross, dude. That shit is gross. All of them are fucking gross
you let
for
this,
that.
Like, young couple just crash on your couch and
sleep in her bed. They were a three-way couple. They were all banging each other. That's what I'm saying. That shit's weird and nasty. Yeah, that's real. She got mad originally because she found out those two on the right were still doing it without her. Like, it's all gross. They have a kid
together, and that's how they met her.
Yeah, yes. No, the two on the right have a kid together.
All right.
They got with her to live in her double wide. That's why they did it. It's still nasty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand why they did it. I've been saying that from the top, but it's like, no, that's fucking gross. That's fucking gross.
Yeah, that's some real degenerate shit. She looks like a real big 100%. White trash piece of shit that just needed some company, you know, and she had a crush on these people or whatever.
Oh, 100%. Of course. Yeah, dude. She was, bro, come on, dude. She would literally be with anything, bro. Anybody.
Very insecure.
She looks like a container of fucking vanilla yogurt poured out. You know what I mean? She's gross.
You know what the thing is? Like, there's a little kid there, too. Like, what the fuck? Like, why would they put a little kid in that situation, man? Fucking degenerate.
Yeah, she's gross. They're all gross. That's what I'm saying. They're all nasty. All nasty.
Yeah.
It's idiocracy in America right there.
Well, yeah, that's what it is coming to, right? Look how many stupid people there are nowadays. They're everywhere. Well, you get stories like this. Fucking nuts. What the fuck is this? Guy kills a baby seal?
No, dude, remember, this was months ago, but remember we saw an article, they were on the lookout. They had no pictures or anything. A guy was on his bike in California riding down near the coast. He saw a fucking sea lion. He cut its head off with a knife and stuck it in a plastic bag and rode away on his bike.
Why would they do that? What?
We saw that like 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago tops. We saw this, right? But they didn't know who it was. They were on the lookout for him. Well, apparently they found a guy. They think it's him, and he says he's, of course, denying it. That's why it says all lies, he says.
Why would you cut a sea lion's head off? You're not eating it. You know, you're not using it to catch whales or whatever the fuck they do up in Eskimo country. You're just going to kill it for the hell of it and cut its head off? That's weird. And it's pretty fucking
and put it in a plastic bag and ride off on your bicycle, too.
That's some shit. Yeah, come on.
What on earth?
Yeah, what's the point of that, right?
What on earth? So let's cut through this real quick, man. We got some time. Let's cut through this. So California man accused of decapitating sea lion, putting head in plastic bag. All lies, he says. Okay, here we go. October 2nd this year. On Monday, NOAA announced a $20,000 reward for information on a man accused of decapitating a dead seal. Oh, it was dead already.
Yeah, that's weird. Why the fuck?
I'm not saying that makes it better.
So
I mean, it does. It does. It does.
Yeah,
make
he
it
didn't
better.
kill it and do that. But what the hell was
Right.
he wanting to keep a dead?
I guess what I'm trying to say, I don't think it takes away from the punishment he deserves. There we go. That's what I mean. Okay, so they offered 20 grand for a reward for information on a man accused of decapitating a dead sea lion at Point Pinos Beach. Jason Betts, or Betts, I'm just going to say Betts because it's easier. Jason Betts was captured on camera saying he was taking the head, but told the Times this was a sarcastic remark. NOAA ultimately determined that no marine mammal parts had been taken from the beach. When Jason Betts took his daughter out on an outing at the beach, he did not imagine it would result in the federal government circulating a photo of him seeking to identify a suspect accused of sawing off a sea lion's head and carrying it in a plastic bag, but that's what happened. Okay, it says again, they put out a $20,000 reward. They released a photo of this Betts guy asking for information on him. The next day, the agency took down the photo and said that no mammal parts had been taken from the beach after all. Okay, that's interesting. This is taking a turn. Betts, who lives in Hanford, says he didn't decapitate the animal. He said the investigation stems from a miscommunication with a fellow beachgoer that took place while he and his teenage daughter, who is interested in marine biology, were looking at a dead seal. It says Rochelle Diaz, a Monterey resident who reported the incident to authorities, has a different memory of the events. She says she confronted Betts and his daughter after she saw him leaning over the sea lion and prodding it with a knife. In a video Diaz recorded of the incident, she says she asks Betts what he needs a dead seal for, to which he responds, "I told you, we're just taking the head." For what? She asks him. The skull, he says. To dry it, she continues. Yes, he responds. Betts told the Times on Wednesday that he doesn't recall exactly what he said, but it's possible that he was just going to take the head. He was basically just joking with her, making a smart-ass, sarcastic remark as she was being nosy.
So basically, she was a Feek and Oz, and he wanted to scare her and act like he was killing it or something, right?
Right, but here's the problem, though, right? So this interaction happened. They both admit to that, right? He says that he was just poking at it. His daughter is interested in it's still gross you're fucking with a dead seal, but whatever, we're going to move past that. He was messing with this dead seal. This lady walked up and said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh, I was thinking about taking its head," right? He was just being a dick, he says, because she was being nosy. But the problem is she then went to the fucking cops and said a guy cut a seal's head off and carried it away in a plastic bag.
Oh, yeah. So it's her being a Feek and Oz and making shit up. If somebody came to me.
Right. So what the
fuck? If I was there and I seen a dead seal, and so I was like, "What are you doing near that?" I'm like, "I'm going to take him home and he's going to be my best friend." I'd say something sarcastic, right? That's what I would say.
See, she said she literally told them that she confronted Betts as he was decapitating a seal and he had already skinned it and separated the skull from the body. And then he took the head in a Ziploc bag. But the NOAA website says that the lady then told them that she knows the head wasn't actually taken from the beach. He didn't decapitate it after it all. It was all fucking what a bitch.
See, people like that are fucking cause trouble.
He should sue the fucking shit out of her.
What a bitch, man. So she made it all up. What a sick.
Yeah, and then she's trying to play a defense like she's Miss I protect Mother Nature, and I was doing this to make sure people don't. Oh, fuck you.
To cause trouble and just get a little bit of 4 minutes of fame or whatever she wanted.
Well, she needs to get fucking sued. There's got to be something for filing false charges, right?
I think there is. If you file a false charge on somebody, I believe that is. You can get in trouble for that. Some sort of fine.
Yeah, you should have to pay for like the investigation to happen and stuff. And I'm not big on things like that usually, but this is deserving of that. That's fucked up of her to do. That's not right.
No, you can't just go around making up crazy stories like that, taking the police time, everybody's time, ruining this guy's name. You know, that's not cool. Karen with a cell phone.
Yeah, that's super fucked up. I was very surprised because I remember we read it back in the day and we were like, holy shit. And then I saw the headline and I bookmarked it and I didn't really read much of the article because it was really long. But now I'm surprised that it was all a made up lie by some fucking Karen.
That's what about some Karen made up the lie.
What a bitch, dude.
Yeah, because you would think, right? Anybody chopping a head off of a seal and keeping it is fucking twisted, right?
Right, like the next Dahmer, and we need to talk to this guy.
Comes to find out, it's not even the case. What an asshole. What an asshole, man.
For real. Here's another fucking asshole that we were talking about somebody that should have to pay for an investigation. This is actually perfect that this is next in line. And I'm going to save everybody the long version on this one because this one I did read. So, this lady works at a fucking joint base. I do actually need to read again to see which base that is. Joint Base McGuire DIX Lakehurst, a civilian employee. So it's a U.S. joint base, right? It's got all these fucking military planes. It's a huge airport. Can you see the video? Let me put the video up. I think
based at Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst in New Jersey is facing federal charges in connection with an active shooter hoax yesterday. According to authorities, Malika Brittingham sent a text to someone yesterday morning that a shooter was on the base. The person who got the text contacted base operations and 911, triggering a lockdown for about an hour. Court documents say Brittingham told investigators that she carried out the hoax, hoping to, quote, trauma bond with her co-workers.
What? What is a trauma bond? What the fuck is that? Trauma bond?
So in the article, it explains that she's, I can't say this out laughing because I'm so on the same level with you with this trauma bond bullshit. Like, what is that, right? So check this out. She said that there had been problems between her and her fellow employees, and she felt ostracized, and she thought she could fix it if they were all in a traumatic situation, so that they could trauma bond.
That's so fucking crazy.
So she called in a fucking active shooter on a military base, dude.
Bro. What a crazy person. What? Yeah.
Right?
Trauma bond. And you're on a military base, swatting yourself. Yeah, Dave.
That's insane.
She's got a lot of mental issues to do that.
Fucking
well, how are you gonna bond? Like, yeah, someone tried to kill us. We're bonding now. Are you scared? I'm scared too. Are you scared? Yes. Like,
I'll protect you. I'm your real friend. Don't ever forget that.
That's good shit. Wow. What a mentally ill person. Trauma bond. Let's get traumatized together. Yeah. We can have so much fun. That was fucking nuts. Let's just get traumatized. A sick person.
Very sick person. Very lonely person. You don't have any other friends in the world you could have run this by, because any single human, I'm so confident of this, any singular human would have told you, nah, bitch, that's a bad idea.
Terrible idea.
Like, oh, it's not just the airport, you say. It's a military airport. Well, then let me tell you again, friend. Absolutely
you
no.
Want to call it a fake shooting on a military base? Like, not smart. That's pretty twisted to do stuff like that.
It's pretty fucking twisted, right?
And she lives there too. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I mean, you would assume they're gonna, there's gonna be charges filed and all that kind of shit. Yeah, it's a hoax on a military base. I'm pretty sure you're going to jail.
Yeah, she's gonna get in some trouble for that. You can't do that. What a nut. There are people who like that attention, right? Ever had the women who fake pregnancies and stuff?
Yeah, you know what? There was an article I actually chose not to share because it was like such a weird topic, but in Thailand, this huge racket just got broken up at a flea market. where they were selling what do you call it when you're pregnant, you go and they do the ultrasound. That's what I'm talking about. The ultrasound pictures, dude. There was a racket at a flea market where women were selling ultrasound pictures to other women so that they could hoax their fucking man into marriage by telling them that they were pregnant already. Forget about it. It made me sick. I just chose not to cover it.
I remember this girl on YouTube years ago. She would like always go live every 6 months and say she was pregnant, and then 6 months later say she lost it, and then go back live and say she was pregnant. Not many people watched her though, but she was a nut. I was like, wow, this lady. That's what it reminded me of. What the hell is this? What is he eating?
Remember, I think it was just last week we had the stone skipping championship, and I was telling you I couldn't believe it was a thing.
Yeah, okay.
This is another championship. I swear I'm not looking for these. This just happened to come up. I guess it's that time of year. I don't know. This is the, get ready, World Worm Charming Championship.
Charming a worm?
Yeah, so the idea is you have 30 minutes to coax as many worms out of the ground as possible. You cannot dig and you cannot use water to flood them out. So most people use different kinds of vibrations. Like this guy's using a ukulele while dressed as a pink worm. They have other people that play French horns and drums or do very, very certain like special steps and dances and stuff like this.
Super weird.
Right. And you got 30 minutes to coax as many worms as you possibly can.
So what are they saying, that the worms listen to the music?
Yeah, that the vibrations do. So we'll check out a little bit of this thing, right? I'll explain it. It says, on the flat green expanse of a school playing in Nantwich, Cheshire, a crowd armed with French horns, recorders, pogo sticks, and pitchforks are sizing up their patches of grass like rival prospectors. It says, don't think we're going easy on you this year. One man warns a neighboring team as they stake out their turf. Says the threats are only half joking. For the next 30 minutes, every square meter could make the difference between glory and going home wormless. The premise is simple. Teams have 30 minutes to coax as many worms as possible from a designated 3x3 meter plot. Digging and use of water are both strictly forbidden. And let's see, worms must be charmed by quote unquote vibrations.
What does this mean?
Because it says because the worms think that it's rainfall.
How do they even tell? Like, how did this even start? This thing, like, how did a even thing like this start? Right, where you try to fucking summon.
Well, here you go. It says the traditional way of coaxing the worms out of the ground is called twanging, which is when you drive a garden fork into the ground and rhythmically make it vibrate and shake back and forth so that the soil around it shivers like rain. So they're saying the vibrations on the dirt make the worms think that it's raining, and then they come up out of the ground so that they don't drown, right?
How does someone even get involved with being a wormologist or something? That's weird.
And a lot of these people are dressed like worms.
I see. That's really fucking weird, too. I can see if you were some nerdy scientist dude, right? Who just wanted to get a worm out of the ground, but dressing up like the fucking worm. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
It's very, very strange.
What's up, Boston? Yeah, there's some odd things, right? You've got some odd things that people do out there, and this is one of them. I'll tell you that.
Yes, it
is.
is.
Somebody said, hey, you want to go summon worms out of the ground?
You want to go?
It's like, no, not really. I'd rather go to the dentist.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pass on the worm charming, bro. I appreciate it. You know, I hope you have fun.
They got a whole community Facebook group and everything. Guaranteed.
Oh yeah, it's a world championship. They come in from all over the world. Remember, we read the stone skipping champion had people from, or it had 2,700 people from like 30 different countries around the world. Yeah. And they all went to that tiny little Scottish island.
Well, that's way normaler than this worm thing. At least the stone skippers, everybody skipped stones when they were kids, right?
Sure.
I'd rather be a stone skipper any day of the week.
I'm just making a point along with the one you made, which is there's people that are into everything, right? Like it's weird as fuck, but yeah, you got people for everything.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's one bizarro world, ain't it? Look at that guy. He looks like a fucking a student of John Wayne
fucking total weirdo.
Looks like a student of John Wayne Gacy. Fucking, what's he got? A little ukulele or something?
It's exactly
There's
what
little kids there training to be future wormers and shit.
For sure. Oh yeah, they're gonna take up the family tradition for sure. They'll be representing here in about 15 years.
Dressed up as a worm. That's fucking disgusting.
A bunch of them were. It's weird.
Yeah, wow. Report benefits first cousin. Oh, in the UK, yeah, this is the Muslims out there, the Pakistani Muslims. They're from the Kashmir region. They all marry their first cousins.
It says NHS removes controversial report on benefits of first cousin marriage after a fierce public backlash in the UK. Well, good. I'm glad.
You know why they would say it? They removed it because the politicians don't want to get the Pakistani people mad at them.
Well, and let's be honest. I know we have friends that are Irish and British, and those are our friends, Irish, right? And I'm just being honest. The stick. No, I know, but I mean that live there is all I'm saying to you. Like, I guess people that are in Ireland, people that are in Scotland, people that are in the UK. I'm just saying, when it comes to jokes and shit like that, you've got the fucking Habsburg kind of joke stigma. Yeah, a lot of times.
Native born British people, Scottish people, and Irish people are not marrying their third cousins. That might happen 1 out of a billion, right? The Pakistani migrants and the Afghani migrants.
Oh yeah, no, they really do. That's why I said I'm joking. I said the joke stigma. That's why I said when people tell jokes and shit like that, they talk about like the royalty and all that stuff being fucking full-blown inbred. We talk about all the fucking retardations and all. That's all I'm saying. And that's the very first thing these people, the regular public, the fierce public backlash, was the people were like, fuck that. That makes fucking people retarded. You get genetic health risks, right? You can't do that. And that's why they ended up having to go back and take
that's why these two cultures just don't mix.
It's fucking
that's why all the inbreeding over there, it's because of it's the migrants that are doing it. That's why they made that thing, because that's why the government was like, oh, that's they were trying to make it look like there's nothing wrong with it because they didn't want to upset the Pakistani and Afghan people over there. It's like, all right, have a bunch of third worlders in your country marrying their cousins. How's that going to work? You're going to get a bunch of psychotic people. Not good.
Well, this seems like it was one of the actual, like, British parties that was pushing for it in some weird genomics.
Yeah, they fucked all of them. All the white fucking native English, they cuck. They all cuck and bend their knee and fucking kiss their asses. They'll let them.
Genomics education program. They have a website. It said, should the UK government ban first cousin marriage?
You would think if you want a healthy society, right?
It says, yeah, and I guess it's not banned. It says it's been legal in the UK since the 1500s when King Henry VIII married Catherine Howard, his ex-wife's cousin.
Catherine Howard, yeah. But that, like I said, that's back in the old days.
It said old days. That's a goddamn 1500s.
Like these people are doing that actively now. They're actively now marrying.
Yeah, no, I think that's common sense. You should not have flipper babies, dude. You should not be banging.
In their cultures and their countries, that's the norm, though. That's the norm.
You've got the same grandparents. That's
the norm in their country, though. That's the norm in Pakistan and Afghanistan. They always marry first cousin, second cousin.
Well, those people, yeah, they fuck their sisters and their moms and shit.
Yeah, Fakabazi time. It's fucking sick. They should ban that anyway.
Yeah, no, I have friends that were in the military and they were stationed in like Afghanistan and all those fucking places. And yeah, they were like, dude, these people literally fuck sheep and goats and they fuck their kids and they fuck their brothers and sisters.
Ever see the Marines on stream telling how when they were all of our allies over there, like every policeman and all these tribal leaders all had Bakabazi boys dressed up as little girls serving tea. And like the Marines were so pissed off, they're like, I want to stop this. And their CO told them, their commanding officer said, you can't do that. You do that, you'll be in Leavenworth by Monday. Try to stop that. You'll be in jail. Like, this is their culture. You're in their country. This is their culture. They can rip a little boy if they want. That's sick.
Fuck yeah, it's sick. The people should be shot in the middle of the
said
road.
they were our allies, and we gave them a lot of money. It's weird shit.
Oh, cool. Sorry if you could hear the ad. I was just the ad. I just found that there was actually a video attached to this next article, so that works. Here we go. This is actually funny as hell. This is fucking hilarious. This made me laugh.
Narcotics smelling horse panic suspect of chase arrest. Lukenbach, Texas, man. Lukenbach, Texas. Willie and Waylon and the boys. Great.
Yeah, so officers were on horses, dude, and they were joking with these people that, you know, their horses can smell drugs. The fucking person flipped out. They were obviously mentally idiot. Like, right? They're just like deficient as fuck. They believed them that their horse could smell drugs and they ran. Look, here's the Texas cops on their horses, right? Here's Cowboy Jim's. Lubbock, it says Lubbock Police Department. Yeah, and so they come up on, I'm gonna play the video, but that's the gist of this article, that they went up on some people, told them that their horses could smell drugs. The idiots believed them and ran. Wow. I don't know. You'd have to be born fucking like Emmy. You'd have to be Emmy, or you'd have to be paranoid like
Panisi. John Panisi style. It's Lubbock, Texas, not Lukenbach. My bad.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm sure it was probably really small.
Police Department's mounted patrol is gaining attention across the nation after an officer's joke sparked a very real fear in a suspect. Evans Madeline Hall spoke exclusively with the officers about the now viral video.
A stereotypically Texan stop turned anything but ordinary. The Lubbock Police Department's mounted patrol unit was assisting with routine patrols when officers suspected the man they stopped for walking in the street was in possession of illegal drugs.
Would you mind if this officer behind you checks your pocket, make sure you don't have any narcotics or anything like that?
I guess Officer Trotter made a comment that was more of a joke.
That's cool. I have a narcotic smelling horse right here.
He didn't take it that way.
He ran.
Clearly, he took it seriously.
So, and then the
you're not going to outrun a horse, dipshit.
No. But he kind of took off down the alley, and we thought he was joking. So I said, "Hey, stop!" And then he kept running, and I said, "Oh, he's actually running."
Like, oh, he's actually genuinely stupid.
With him just kind of like running off and then coming back.
Sure.
He kept running. So.
The officers quickly caught up with the suspect,
Obviously.
dashing his dreams of outrunning the officer's steeds.
A lot of people that have kind of come before us and that have done mounted patrol for a while, they've all been in foot chases. Somebody is silly enough to eventually run from a horse.
Yeah, are you nuts?
I don't know why. It happens. We're going to outrun them, but...
You're not going to outrun them. Exactly,
After
bro.
we had taken him into custody, I asked him,
okay,
what were you
stop. This cop... Look at his shirt. His fucking last name is Trotter. Are we in the Matrix, dude? Is this supposed to be a joke?
This is real.
His last name's Trotter. He's a cowboy and he rides a horse.
Yeah, I know.
Running from horses, you know, and he was like, I don't know, you know, so.
While viral moments like this highlight the fun mounted patrol has on the job, it also emphasizes the teamwork and trust between officers.
Yeah. So the guy was dumb enough to think that the horse can smell drugs, and he was dumb enough to try and outrun one. That's amazing.
Yeah, what an idiot. Number one, you should know a horse can't smell narcotics.
Come on.
Number two, you're not outrunning the horse, man. Right, he'll ride you right down.
Bro, you can't, there's nothing you can jump that horse isn't going to go through or jump over.
Yeah, you ain't riding the horse, man.
Come on.
That's crazy.
Come on. And again, back to the first point that you just cannot believe. It's like, dude, the horse can't smell drugs, you fucking idiots.
Only dogs can, right?
What the fuck? It's like, oh, quick, run, the dolphin. Like, what are you, idiot? Come on, man.
He's got a squirrel in his pocket. They're going to know I got crack. Run.
What the fuck?
if it was a bloodhound dog or a canine shepherd,
Oh, a dog of any kind.
Yeah, then I can understand. But running from a fucking, and what kind of drugs were they doing?
It did not say. It did not say.
What an idiot.
Actually, let me look because I only listened. Hold on. Let me go back through the article. It might say. Hold on. Let's see if I can find anything on that. So just telling the fucking story.
What a dumb bastard. You don't think they're going to chase you when you're
Because
running?
he was arrested and charged with evading arrest and tampering with physical evidence with the intent to impair.
Stupid troopers.
But it doesn't say what drug it was. No, it doesn't say what drug it was. It doesn't even say he was charged with drugs, technically. It says he was arrested and charged with evading arrest and tampering with physical evidence with the intent to impair. I have no fucking idea what that means. I got to be honest with you.
Maybe he was smoking weed because weed's illegal in Texas. You can get arrested for weed and shit. So maybe he was smoking a little bit of weed. He was paranoid. And he's just like, run! I don't know.
Daniel Illuminati says that buttercup. I love buttercup. I love butter stuff. Butternuts. Buttercup. Yeah.
I'm
not a fish. I'm not a fish. I'm a man.
Yeah. What a stupid bastard.
Yeah. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Don't worry. I've got a narcotic smelling horse.
Yeah, who would believe that? A horse? You know, and the guy's from Texas. He probably seen horses before. He probably knows a little bit about horses. You would think. How would you believe that?
I have no fucking idea.
Some people are just stupid. He probably got rid of the drugs. B1, yeah.
All right.
Well, Falcon too. All right.
26-second video of one of the trashiest people in existence, really. This lady just walked into this fucking sushi shop and watch what she does.
What the fuck?
She's looking that lady in the eye while she shits on the floor.
That is disturbing.
She's not like homeless. She has her own toilet paper, and then she threw it on the floor.
Fuck.
And now she leaves.
That is disgusting, man. It's gonna be a mentally ill psycho. Probably fought with these people over money or something, or I don't know. Why would
maybe had a bad. You went the same direction. I was thinking this person must have got like a bad meal, didn't get their extra fucking egg roll that they ordered, right?
But still doing that?
Well, I know. Of course, no. I can't imagine such a foul, disgusting, horrible thing. And again, how many times do we have to scream from the rooftops, bitch? Assume you're on camera every single place you go.
Yeah, obviously.
You're going to jail, and you're going to be the person that shit on the floor of a sushi restaurant.
Yes. And her poor children, if she has any kids.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's my mom who just made the news for defecating on the floor. Disgusting.
She looks like a fucking lesbian gym volleyball coach.
Yeah, she looks like Mrs. Bruckshaw.
For real, dude. Yeah. But I can't believe that shit. And stares at the woman in her eyes while she does it. Brought her own toilet paper, wiped herself off. At least she brought we've seen a lot of people shit in public. None of them wiped their ass, and we always comment. At least we can't say that about her. She wiped her ass. She just flung the paper in the air.
Well, I'm guessing she probably fought with them before or had some sort of beef when she was in there, and her idea of revenge is to go in there and defecate on a floor?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
What a sick person, man. That is really twisted. Really twisted. No shit.
I can't imagine being at work and seeing that.
Oh, that poor woman, that poor Asian lady was probably...
Could you imagine being at work, bro, behind the counter, and some place comes in, or somebody comes in your place and they look you in the eye while they're fucking doing.
That's disgusting.
I would leave the room. I'm not touching that. We both have always there's a lot of like tough guy idiots out there. They're like, I'm talking about. I'm not touching that human.
No, I'm running away. I'm running away from her.
Yes.
If she charged me, I'm running. Call me whatever you want. I am running. Right. You got feces and psychopathic lady like that. I'm running.
Yep.
I want nothing to do with that creature. That's scary. That poor Japanese woman was probably mortified, got sick. Oh man. That was probably that's a nightmare.
Oh yeah, bro. Again, there's no soap for that. You got to set fire to the floor, all in that whole location, and have a new one put in.
Yeah. That's that. That is human fucking excrement filth right there.
Yeah, bro. You're gonna have to tear up the whole floor and burn it. I would.
Look at the poor Asian lady. She's just doing her job. Yep. And she's gonna deal with this sick shit. She's probably traumatized,
bro.
Man,
it's like, well, now we need a no shitting on the floor sign.
Yeah, imagine that. This lady was a real scumbag.
Big time.
Who raises these animals, right?
I don't know. I've got another one for you, though. That's holy fucking shit. Only this one's holy fucking piss instead. That one we just watched is holy fucking shit. This one's 10 seconds long. This lady's in a bar, stands, puts her back to the bar, grabs a glass off of the bar, takes a piss in it, tries to stick it back up on the bar like nothing happened and walk away, and the bartender throws her own piss on her back.
Jesus.
Just wow, bro. Could you imagine that? Again, this lady's drunk in a bar, decides I'm not going to take the 2 minutes to walk to the bathroom. I'm going to pee in a glass that's on this bar, and I'm going to put it back on the bar. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to then walk that cup into the bathroom, put the piss down the toilet because I couldn't get there in time. No, sir.
That's disgusting.
She puts it on the bar and tries to walk away like it didn't happen. Watch this.
What a skank.
Watch. The bartender grabs it and throws it on her.
Yeah. Good. What a scumbag. What the?
Dude.
Who raises these fucking...
It's going all over the fucking floor.
That's disgusting.
And then she just puts it right back up on the bar like no big deal. Like no one's going to be able to tell that's yellow.
I know. What a disgusting person, man.
But I love... Look, as soon as she he was fucking recording her the whole time. The moment she put it down, he picked it back up. I loved it. Here you go, bitch. Have your piss back.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad he did that.
Me too.
You're going to go pee in a cup like that, you skank?
Surrounded by people in a club just leaning against the bar, dude. Just, okay, cool. I'm just going to pick. Well, you wasn't wearing underwear either. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, what a low life. Go to the bathroom, you sicko.
Dude, that's why I ran through all of that. And I was like, dude, even if you had to like grab a glass real quick because you knew you were going to pee the floor or whatever, at least then walk it into the bathroom and be ashamed of yourself, right? And fucking toss it down the toilet. Don't put it back on the bar like, fuck you here.
I'd rather piss my pants than do that. Fuck that. Peeing.
No doubt. Well, we've both said that. I don't know how many times. It's like a mantra every time we see these people that like they pee on the airplane, they pull their thing out and pee places. We're like, nah, bro, you're gonna have to pee yourself. There's no other option.
No, there's not. You're on a plane or a train, and there's no bathroom. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull my privates out and pee. That's disgusting. I'm just gonna wet myself. Well, what can you do, right? What can you do? Nothing you can do. If you can't get into the bathroom, you're not going to surely pee on behind a seat or something.
Right.
Any normal person is just going to have an accident, right? Like, because you do that, you're traumatizing others. So there's little kids on these fucking shit planes and shit. Like, what the fuck? They only care about themselves, these psychos. Because you got to be crazy to do that, man. Like, fucking bad shit. No normal persons. Like this lady, look at her. She's all dressed up, trying to probably get a date.
Drunk is no excuse. We say that all the time too. No, fuck you. Being drunk is no excuse. This is Not normal behavior. That should not be your first thought.
No, actually, that's the last resort to any normal human being, right? Like, who the fuck would urinate in a cup and put it? Ugh, what a disgusting skank.
Oh, she's a total scab. Yeah.
Shame on her. Fucking heathen.
Getting all over the floor and all over your fucking hand and all this. Ugh. Yeah.
Oh,
nasty.
man. It's just, this world is becoming more degenerate and disgusting. Each year that goes by, it gets worse. Man. Fucking worse. What a white trash piece of shit. Dock worker. He put his peanut, what? In a sandwich? He cut his penis off, he said, and put it.
An Australian dock worker has won his job back after he was fired for, among other things, telling a colleague that he had put his penis in his Subway sandwich. He was fired from his job in Melbourne in January, where he had been working since 2009. His employer accused Smith of showing male coworkers bikini-clad photos of female colleagues, telling one that he had spat and put his cock in his Subway sandwich, and calling a colleague a useless piece of shit and a condescending cunt. Well, yeah, you should have been fired for any one of those things, it sounds like.
Yeah, if you're telling people shit.
But he took this for, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, if you're doing that shit, you should be fired. Come on. And showing people naked pictures of some girl that trusted you, that's a fucking disgusting thing to do. Man.
Right, or maybe worse, if these were fake, maybe you made them with fucking AI or Photoshop or something like that, right? You're just a sick fuck. In any case, you're disgusting. Why are you talking about your cock at work and Subway sandwiches? Why are you calling people just for calling somebody a useless piece of shit or a condescending cunt? If that person's your manager or a boss, you should be fired.
Yeah, never mind. Weird
That's
shit
crazy.
like this perverted type shit, man. Man, they shouldn't even give him his job back.
They gave him his job back. Yes, he took his former employer to the fucking Fair Work Commission, arguing unreasonable dismissal, and they ruled in his favor. They made him give him his job back.
That's amazing. Terrible.
Right? It said that they had already investigated and given Smith a final warning after he showed male staff Facebook photos of bikini-clad female coworkers in a hot tub in March. Oh, so I guess they were doing whatever. They were in a hot tub, and he got a picture of them.
What a weird.
Showing it to people, and he got a final warning for it. So why can't they fire him?
Yeah, listen, if you're going taking coworkers' pictures and showing them to people, and that's fucking weird stalker behavior, right? That's like stalkerish behavior. You should fire that guy because he might hurt one of these ladies or stalk them.
The pictures were zoomed in pictures, so that means that they were zoomed in on their chests, I'm assuming, or the privates.
A pervert. Who the fuck what a degenerate fuck.
But they said that he was given a final warning for that, and that means that if they fired him also, that it'd be a double punishment, so they have to bring him back. He already had a final warning. That's insane.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking insane. And they have to pay him for the time he's been away. That's fucking bullshit. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, it's right. Like,
fuck that guy.
Doing weird shit like that. That's stalking, right? Like, he's going stalking their Facebook pages, wherever he found these pictures. What happens if he decides he wants to, I don't know, go hurt them or something, right? Go by their homes.
He's just a gross perv with a loud fucking mouth. He needs to be calling people names.
It usually starts with that, right? A guy checking out some girl's Facebook, right? Or her thing, and then he starts trying to drive by her house. And yeah, that's a bad shit right there, man. Like, come on. You can't have people like that working for you and people around those types.
Jeffrey Miller says Subway still hasn't recovered from Jared.
They never will.
I know that shit's right.
That guy's a predator, a sick pred, a very sick pred. And there are no cures for these types. Fucking sickos. Yeah, that guy, that worker dude, that's not normal.
All right, well, get ready. No, it's not normal. We'll get ready for a really weird one. We've got another weird fad, but this time it's taking place in Russia, my friend.
Right, the Rusk.
Pubic hair
Jesus
wigs.
Christ, man.
I'm just gonna put that right out there in one label. Just pubic hair wigs. Let that run through your brain sift for a minute. They're the newest craze among trendy Russian women. So that basically, here's the deal, right? You got the 70s style box, right? We know every grown man knows what that means. It means it's a big old furry beaver. They don't shave it at all, right? Got a pelt. The 70s style box. Okay. These women want a 90s look, but they don't want to have to grow their hair in because it's itchy and you get ingrown hairs and stuff. They just want to keep their stuff shaved off and clean, but they want to be able to have a 90s pubic area look when they're with somebody that they want to be intimate with. So they're spending $245 for these tiny wig. Look at this tiny pubic hair wigs that they can glue onto themselves.
That is fucking degenerate, disgusting shit.
Is this insane or what?
That's fucking gross. These people are fucking sick.
Just grow a patch, right? Like, I'm just saying though, just grow it. Grow it. What the fuck's wrong with you? It grows. Quit shaving it off. Don't spend over $200 for the fake weirdness.
Put a bullet in your head. Why don't you? The sick hua perverts. This is weird. I don't like this shit.
That shit is bizarre. Just grow it.
Yeah, that's disgusting, man. That's gross.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about this. It's making me sick.
And it is.
It's degenerate fucking satanic shit. This is fucking.
It's the shit. I'm just saying. If you grew hair on your head, why would you shave the hair off and then just have a wig for an occasion every now and then? That makes no fucking sense to me, especially if it's fucking really expensive, right? Like, why would you wear a wig on your head? Why would you maybe even wear like hairy arm wigs or fucking chest hair wigs? Like, why would you do that?
Very sick people out there, man.
If it grows there anyway, like, just don't shave it off in the fucking first place. I can't believe how weird this is, dude, right? Like, if you had the hairiest arms in the world and you waxed them, but every once in a while you wanted to have hairy arms, so you pay hundreds of dollars instead of just letting it grow out. Your brain doesn't work right.
It's just a heap of degenerate shit in this world. I mean, that's why I can't wait till Christ opens that sky up and devours these fucks. It's like it makes you have no hope for humanity when you see shit like this. It really don't. Really don't. Fuck.
It's some wild stuff, man. I don't understand. Again, like, if you had an ice cream machine, why would you fucking, go out and buy ice cream? It's very strange. Cranky says, I want armpit wigs.
It's like if somebody was bald and they shave their head, but then they go buy a wig, it's fuck.
Yeah, it's odd, right? Why would you do that? Or like the same thing, any of the hair on your body, your fucking mustache. If you could grow a great mustache, why would you put a fake one on? Just grow the motherfucker out for a couple days, then shave it off, right?
These people are fucking degenerate.
It's just bizarre as hell, man. People's brains don't work properly. It's like, you're not doing the math. You're not doing the math.
It's a nation of perverted, filth, degenerates. That's what it is.
$245 for that bullshit. You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, that's fucking sick and degenerate and like, what this fucking world, man. Oh, man. Jesus Christ? That made me sick. Ugh, disgusting people, man. I like what Cliglia said. I wish the Senate had all but one neck. Like, oh my God. Yeah, maybe flock chemo, something like that. People might buy a wig for their head. I get it, right? But shit, this perverted.
Well, yeah, no, but we said if you already had hair, though. We said if you already had a full head of hair and you could grow hair, fine. No, obviously people with disease and stuff need wigs. We said if you were fine and you could grow it, why would you, shave any of the hair off your body and then wear a wig when you could just grow it out? It's strange. And again, it's over $200 for the dumb shit. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, it's satanic.
Yeah. Well, anyway, here's a funny one. This lady, right? She gets this car. She's driving around in the car, right? And she hears these weird crackling sounds coming out of her fucking dashboard. And like it sounds like there's like crackling coming out of her doors and stuff like this. And she's freaking out. She's like, just got this car. She's tripping. And she finally takes it into the shop and says, listen, something's really weird. There's like a crackling sound. I don't know what the fuck it could possibly be. She goes, I know there was one of my neighbors had a rat's nest in their car after parking on the street. She said, can you check in my doors and in my dash and under my hood and see what the problem is? They found nothing. They drove the car around. They heard nothing. She pops back in her car. She turns her entertainment screen back on, and she found that it was on the warm fireplace setting, and the sound was the crackling of the fire the whole time she was driving. She's just a fucking
well, they do
idiot.
make rat nests. They do make them in cars. They do go in cars.
Well, she spent $700 to find out that she just wasn't paying attention to what she had put on her fucking infotainment
Yeah,
system.
she's just an idiot.
Yeah,
Wow.
$700.
$700 for someone to tell you, no, that was you listening to crackling fires and shit. Yeah, well, you can tell she doesn't have a boyfriend or a husband that knows all. A lot of that nowadays, these dudes don't even know shit about cars now. You know how many people can't even change a flat? You know how many fucking dudes out there couldn't change a flat fucking tire? Nuts, man.
For sure. No argument for me whatsoever on that. Yeah, no, 100%. Yep. People can't do a lot of basic things. They ask their parents to do their resumes for them and shit like that. Well, now they can just ask AI to do it. But for a period there, they were having their parents and aunts and uncles do everything for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking idiocracy. I'll tell you that. Like I said, most of these kids can't.
Yeah. Well, and more things China is banning. China says if you get caught picking your nose or spanking somebody in one of the WeChat gatherings, then we're going to take away your communist fucking social score and fine you money, and you won't be able to go online for a while.
Good old communism.
Yep. The super popular live stream site is called WeChat in China. And apparently the Communist Republic of China has decided that they think that you should not be allowed to pick your nose on camera. And that if you do, you're going to lose certain number of social credit points and you're going to get fined money. And if you get caught a second time, you get banned from
That's
WeChat.
weird. What if the people didn't know they were being filmed and the guy had to pick his nose?
No, they do know they're filmed. They're on camera. If you're on WeChat, you're talking to people on camera, and they say you're always under watch though by the Chinese government. Whether even if you're just talking to your mom, they're literally monitoring it. It's being recorded on a server somewhere, and they're saying if we fucking find you picking your nose or somebody reports you for picking your nose, and we have a recording of it, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, that's
no more picking your nose. Now the spanking one is weird. Apparently, it's like a fad in China now because you're not allowed to show nudity on camera. Like they don't do, you can't, like they blur out porn. Like you can make porn in China. And I think in Japan's the same way. You can make porn, but you have to blur out the actual private parts during penetration and stuff like that. You're not allowed to actually imagine how weird that must be to watch. If you were watching porn, but the part you were watching porn for basically was all blurred out and you were still watching, like that's odd, but they do it. Right. So these people have some odd shit now, I guess, where they're getting off on watching people spank each other with their clothes on. And the Chinese government says, no, you're not allowed to spank each other on camera.
I like the banning pornography thing. If it was
take...
up to me, I would ban all pornography and stuff if it was up to me. But that's weird. Spanking people with clothes, that's a weird thing.
It was included with the no nose picking law. So, you know.
Fucking degenerates, man.
Yep. We're going to close out with the most degenerate thing, but something unfortunately we've seen a lot of over the past year and a half that we've been doing this show. It's actually a decent follow-up to many of the articles like or similar and like articles that we've seen in the last year and a half. Hang on, wait till I pull this up. This shit's fucking insane. Come on, you piece of crap, work. Do what I say. There we go. Thank you for cooperating. Fucking piece of shit.
These people are sick, man, ain't it? Like, wow. That one lady.
Yeah, they're fucking sick.
Defecating on a floor. Who does that? Like, that's crazy.
filling a glass with piss and putting it on the
What a
bar.
bunch of degenerates, man. At least the guy threw it on her. It's like, hey, don't do.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. That was amazing. I love that he did that. So this article, this is the last one we've got for tonight. This is titled, I'm an ER doc, and people always ask me about the weirdest thing I've pulled out of a patient's butt. This is my craziest story. Well, unfortunately, over 4,000 people per year go into the fucking emergency room with something stuck in their butt. And we've seen, here's my good pun, but we've seen a handful of things that have gone up people's butts and been stuck there and the procedures they've had to go through. But let's just run through this article real quick. An ER doc has gone viral for revealing the most outrageous object he's ever removed from a patient's butt. It says Chicago emergency room Dr. Kenji Owasu shared that a common problem he encounters is the presence of questionable objects lodged in the rectum. Whenever I tell people I'm an emergency room doctor, they always ask me two things. What is the sickest thing that you've ever seen? And what's the weirdest thing you've ever pulled out of someone's butt?
Wow.
Oh, this fucking world. Of these, one of the people stood out for the sheer size of the object and to the seasonal allegiance. A guy came into the ER whose complaint was personal problems, quote unquote, which I know is always going to be butt stuff. The unidentified patient confessed to Owasu that he and his girlfriend, quote, got a little crazy last night and put something up there and were unable to remove it. The unspecified something was truly sensational. It was a fucking giant Yankee candle in the glass jar with the motherfucking lid on.
What the fuck? These people should be publicly shamed.
Another great pun. Let that sink in, right?
Yankee.
For a minute. Not a small Yankee candle, bro. One of the big ones you put out on a table. In the glass with the lid on it. They put that thing up his butt.
That's really sick. Fuck, man. These people are twisted.
Dude, it said the doctor had to focus strictly on the exit strategy. He goes, the question is always how to get it out. And for for things that are really big, you can't just reach up there and grab them and pull them out because there's a suction that causes a vacuum and pulls it back in. He said, yeah, but listen, check this out. He goes, you have to fucking paralyze the patient. It's called intubation. You have to paralyze the patient with anesthesia and put them on a ventilator as you would for an operation so that every muscle in their body basically relaxes so that you can go in there and grab it in the first place. Dude, this should scare people, dude.
Scary even just to listen to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this should look at the size of this candle, Skull Bro.
I have them. I have
one of these big motherfuckers. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's one of these big ones that you pick it up, that fucking thing weighs like 6 pounds. How are you even walking around with that in your butt?
Like, if you threw that at someone, hit him in the head, that could kill somebody. Those are huge. Yeah, I don't know how that guy could they put that in his backside. That's fucking really degenerate, creepy shit.
He said that he and his staff, these people get people in there with stuff in their ass all the time. So they took a bet on what scent the candle would be. It was October, so he guessed pumpkin spice, and he won the bet. It's at least something to laugh at in here, right? These people are fucking unbelievable, bro. But yeah, it says nearly 4,000 people are hospitalized with foreign objects stuck in their rectum each year, according to the American Journal of Emergency Medicine. Here we go. Here's some statistics that are going to fucking add to the ones we've learned, but equally still blow your mind. Okay, here we go. Of these reported cases, the average age of the patient visiting the emergency room was 43 years old. So think about that. Well, old enough to know better. Okay. Nearly 78% of the patients that come in with things in their butt are male. And 40% of them require hospitalization.
Oh, sure. You got one of these in your anal cavity, man? That's going to, jeez. That's crazy.
It said only half of the foreign bodies are actually sexual objects like vibrators, beads, or other toys. The other fucking half or more are weird items that are inserted. Wait, dude. A couple of these on this list, even after the things we've heard and seen, a couple of these still blew my fucking mind. So a man had to be rushed into emergency surgery at this guy's hospital after getting an entire can of deodorant stuck in his butt.
Oh, wow.
In 2002, a French senior citizen left doctors completely shell-shocked when he arrived with a World War I artillery shell lodged in his ass.
Fuck?
An artillery shell, dude.
Why did he put artillery shells in his ass?
I don't know, but they had to evacuate the hospital due to bomb scare concerns because he had a World War I artillery shell in his
fucking
butthole.
old degenerate piece of shit.
What a freak, right? You're gonna blow up the hospital with that? What on earth? And how? How?
That's sick, man.
How with this? How? I mean, at least that's glass. I guess the metal on a fucking artillery shell. Jesus.
Maybe he took some shrapnel in the ass in World War I. He wanted to relive it or something. I don't know. That's
my
weird,
God.
creepy. These people that never cease to amaze me at what a bunch of degenerates human beings are.
It's crazy.
The worst thing God ever created was man, honestly.
Honestly, you know you get no fucking argument on that from me, bro. You know that. You know how I feel about that shit. We are the worst.
They should let these people,
dude.
honestly, that might sound cruel. You come in with something in your ass like that, they should let you die, honestly. They should let you fucking die.
Dude, that one guy, whatever, had that whole screwdriver in there, bro, and it lodged through his intestine. And they had to go in there and fix them all up and give him a poop bag. And I can't. It's like, bro, you killed you. What do you want us
Fuck
to
that.
do, dude?
They should let him
really
die down there. You want to be a degenerate?
Somebody even made a joke in the chat. If they're in here, credit to you. But somebody in the chat even joked, was like, did they have kink insurance? I stand like, yeah, your insurance company be like, I'm sorry, they did what? Now they want insurance. Now they want help because they put a screwdriver in their butthole. No, we're not helping. We're not paying.
People
tell him to sell his house.
People got crazy stories. You know, you work in the ER room for years, you're gonna see some crazy stuff like this stuff we're talking about. That's just crazy, man. I would leave them to die, right? You have some weird pervert and you got some fucking Yankee Candle in your butt. Well, I'm sorry. Like, fuck this person. Like, you fucked yourself over, pal. You're gonna die with a Yankee Candle.
Literally, you literally fucked yourself. Yeah, and it's with a fucking 6 pound. Those guys dude. They have to weigh
like
a few
2-3
pounds.
pounds.
I mean, I don't know. I'm being hyperbolic, but dude,
they're like
they're
2-3
heavy.
pounds. I know. I get Yankee Candles all the time. Scent candles.
Yeah, sure.
Like I said, they're heavy, right? If one of them fell, if you threw one out of a second floor window and it hit somebody, they're dying. Like, that's gonna
it's gonna break their head wide open.
Swelling of the brain.
Just the glass without the wax in it would break your fucking head. Yeah, it's a thick, heavy glass. People keep those jars and put things in them. You know, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's really showed you, like I said, the degenerate nature of the society we live in.
Yeah, we see him every week in one shape or another.
That guy having an artillery, like, what? They should know that.
Again, another horrible pun. That blows me away.
Know that, like, they're gonna be in trouble trying to get that out. Sick.
How? Yeah, they had to evacuate the hospital and lock it down because it could blow up.
There's even a live shell too. What a fucking nut.
And how? Those things are big. Maybe I'm picturing the wrong thing, but it says artillery shell. I'm thinking like a big old fucking bullet for a tank or something like that. That's
crazy. It had to be a big shell for sure. Some people are just really sick, man. And I wouldn't want to be working in there when that happened, right? Like, there's some people at the hospital listening. Well, they're going to be listening to the movie, but Man, I would if I ever worked there and somebody came in like that, I wouldn't even work on them. I'd be like, I'm out of here. Fuck that. No way.
And that stuff should scare people. That's why I went ahead and read through it, bro. For anybody out there that might hear this in the future days, this is going to live forever on the tubes, right? So it's like, man, they got to paralyze your whole body, put you under anesthesia, put you on oxygen. You're not even breathing for yourself, so that every muscle in your body relaxes, so that they can even go in there and get it out.
Yeah, that's
you know, or they're going to have to cut you open and do like gnarly surgeries on like your intestines and, you know, like all this crazy shit, dude. You're not going to be regular after
you can
that.
mess your
You're not
insides
going
up.
to be normal. A bag and stuff. Yeah, dude, wear diapers or wear a bag.
That's why a lot of these
yeah,
old
man.
Ricky Yoons shit their pants and they wear Huggies and it depends and shit. Because, you know, your ass is not made to stick things up of it, right? It's weird.
Yeah, I know. I told you my brother and I both almost vomited on a table the first time we were told that and realized that it was true. We were both so sick, we turned white. We were like, oh, this lady told us that she was making a joke about her gay brother. And we were like, what? And she was like, yeah, brother, them old faggots got to wear diapers. And we were like, what? And she's like, yeah. And she starts telling us, and we were like, oh, like we wanted to just throw up on the
like
table.
Ken
bro.
Boy. They wore Ken Boy's ass out. That's sick. Very sick shit, man.
Nuts.
Fucking
Yeah, people shitting on floors, peeing in glasses. I'm glad to hear, though, that dude didn't actually cut the head off the sea lion. I feel better about that because I remember how bothered we were. Like, that's a Dahmer move. But it is classic fucking Karen shit, though. When we found out what happened, it's like, oh,
She
okay.
made it up
okay,
for attention
gotcha.
for herself and shit. She made the whole thing up.
Yep.
Like a psycho.
And he should sue her. I stand by that. They put out a
Probably
picture
is.
of that man in a $20,000 fucking
He probably
whatever.
He
the
probably
fuck,
is
reward.
getting a lawsuit ready for her. Who knows?
I
There's some
hope
lady
so.
who lies and said you killed a seal, right? And everybody thinks that you murdered.
Chopped its head off and stuck it in a plastic bag like a
Yeah.
killer freak, right?
Fucking nuts. You want to drop the link to the
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm just grabbing a smoke. Let's kill about another like 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll
All
get it
right.
all ended up. Yeah,
imagine.
I literally just stepped out to grab.
Yeah,
a
that's
smoke
crazy.
real quick.
MRH open, like they had to probably cut this guy open or something, right? Like cut people. That's fucking sick. Don't they know if you have these degenerate like sexual fantasies, it's not going to end well for you, right? You're going to have an object in your anal cavity that could mess up your stomach, mess your life up. Like you just can't just not do it, right?
What woman wants a dude that wants things put in them like that?
Yeah.
Like that's feminine, bro. Like why would a woman even be like attracted to a man, let alone want to do that and be part of it?
Yeah,
That's
well,
horrific.
like girls our age and stuff will get turned off that, but nowadays women don't. A lot of women don't care. Like, oh, you were gay last week? We're boyfriend girlfriend now.
That's insane to me. That's insane to me. I swear you, I would think that a woman just would find out you put something in your butt, even if like you were like, oh, I was just experimenting. It's like, no, that's not regular, dude. That's not normal. You gay,
Yeah.
bro. No, And then wanted to be like, oh, I want to be the one that puts it in there. Like, what?
Look at you like a weirdo. They want a man, not a fucking Rick Yoon puts things in his ass. That's disgusting.
Yeah, let's go buy some toys for us. What on earth? You're both going. I'm taking your line on this one. I have to. I'm sorry. I never do. But you're going to the gulag. Both of you. Both of you are going to the gulag for that. There's no other better term, or I would have used one of mine. You're both going to a freezing gulag in Siberia. That's literally what I mean. You're going to go to the fucking frozen one they got out there on the lake, the one they call the dolphin or whatever.
Yeah, that's where Joseph Stalin's son went.
Yeah.
You got a duck walk everywhere. When they take you out of a cell, you're always looking at the ground. You never get to talk to nobody, nothing. It's a crazy. I've seen a few documentaries on that prison. It's tapped. It's called the Black.
So did I. That's why I know what it is. I saw a documentary on it. That's exactly what I was envisioning that's why I told you I got to take your line for that one because I literally mean it. If you both go to a store and pick out some nasty shit for the both of you, and especially if it's a 6-pound candle, you're both going to the dolphin. You're both going to the fucking gulag. fuck
Yeah,
you.
any woman that
Bye.
would fucking go with a guy who was sticking things in his ass is a sick bastard degenerate, anyways. Very sick. He's gonna bring AIDS home to you eventually, anyways. That's how AIDS was spread in the heterosexual community because of these down low guys going out and banging their lady boys and all that.
I know. I always say that shit too. I always make the point: you're gonna bring shit home.
That's how it was spread. That's how it was spread in the heterosexual community. They'd come home, give it to their wife. Their wife don't know. They get a divorce. She starts dating people, right? And that's how it was spread like that. Crazy.
Yeah.
What's up, Ruben?
Yeah, let me open this chat.
What's going down? People getting their free condo about me. Yeah, hey, people want to do it in their home, whatever they want. Hey, God bless. But when you're going to emergency rooms with Yankee candles stuck in you, you got a serious problem. And now what's going on other people? These poor like nurses and shit have to help fucking get a candle out of somebody. That's traumatizing. I'm not working with that shit. I'm not helping anybody. I'm not helping anyone on that level. Someone was on the road, like, what's the matter, man? You okay? I got a Yankee candle in my ass. Bye. Bye-bye.
How are you walking, right? Like, what? How are you moving right now?
911 for them. I'm like, right, bye-bye. I might even give them a kick, right? Like, fuck them.
Yeah, remember that lady that went to get an MRI? She had the butt plug in and almost ripped through her fucking abdomen because of the magnet. That was insane too, dude. Yeah, but we saw that shit. Like, bro, I've said this once or twice before. After we saw those statistics and all the articles we've seen, dude, we walk past these people in grocery stores. We walk past these people on the street. They're literally wearing butt plugs talking to you, dude, and you'll never know. It's gross, but it's true. There's so many of these people.
Emperor of the world. I would have those. I would bomb those facilities that makes them. I would call air raids on those facilities, and everybody who bought one would be thrown in a fucking gulag. Honestly, and who would buy a butt plug? That's fucking sick,
man. Your link is in the. Oh, it's not in there anymore. Hang on, let me put your link in the private chat too. Hold on. Okay, but I put the link for the movie night into the. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
I just put the link in. I'll click it. Sorry, I just got more degenerate and fucking degenerate, man.
Yeah, but we're gonna do House of 1,000 Corpses tonight. We're gonna kick off our October of Halloween movies.
People come back. I'm gonna say bye, everybody. Late everywhere. Thanks for coming. Come leave a comment and stuff like that. Come over and watch some movies with us.
Yeah, we're gonna watch House of 1,000 Corpses. It's gonna be awesome, man. We're gonna kick off our month of Halloween movies with that one. I just put the link in the chat and I pinned it to the top. For anybody that's in the chat right now, you can just click that. It'll take you right to our Rumble page. Just refresh the page a few times till you see us go live. It'll take us a minute or two to get over there. If you're not in the chat and you're just listening and you still want to come over and watch the movie with us, the link is in the description of this video and in my community tab. So click the link over there, come to our Rumble page, and we're going to watch House of 1,000 Corpses together. We appreciate everybody that came through tonight. It's always good seeing all of our friends. You guys are always fucking hilarious. We appreciate you. Click the like on your way out, though, please. We do appreciate that as well. And I will see you here in just a few minutes.